Today's video has 3 parts. Part 1. The FA Cup final was on Saturday, and I didn't get to watch it because I was traveling to and from Austin. Arsenal beat Aston Villa 4-0. Now, I wasn't 100% certain who I should be rooting for because, you root for Aston Villa, they're the underdog. They're perpetually the underdog when they're playing someone like Arsenal. And so you kind of want to root for them to win. Because, winning the FA Cup against Arsenal would be a big boon for a team like Aston Villa. At the same time, Arsenal winning puts Southampton into the Europa League, and Southampton's kind of right now I'm rooting for them the most in the Premier League. Although I don't really have a favorite in the Premier League. If I did, it would be Southampton. So Southampton next season will be playing in Europe. Because Arsenal won and finished so high in the Premier League, they are already playing in Europe. So the FA Cup clinching victory thing moves to the next highest non-Europe finisher in the Premier League, which happens to be Southampton. Part 2. Tennis. Now, the French Open is currently going on, and as I record this, Rafael Nadal is actually playing quite well. He looks very, very good. The reason I bring this up is because of the other video I made about Rafa and, the fact that people think he's, fading, which, he might be, but I would say not winning a handful of tournaments isn't fading. I would say that if he were to get knocked out in the 4th round to a non-quality opponent, you might have that argument. And he is going to play Djokovic in the quarterfinals in a couple of days if he gets to the 4th round, which I can't imagine him not getting through. And that's going to be big, although to be fair, Djokovic has not been his best at the French and has basically been beaten down by Rafa at this tournament on a regular basis. So we'll see what happens. Part 3, hockey. Now, I've not mentioned this before. My favorite hockey team are the Chicago Blackhawks, and they have been locked in battle with the Anaheim Ducks for the past couple of games. Now, this has been hard for me because when they lose, it sucks, and when they win, it's exciting. So they lost 3 times, and they won 3 times, and then on Saturday, they beat the Ducks to make it into the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, this is interesting because this Stanley Cup marks now the 4th year in a row that either the Los Angeles Kings or the Chicago Blackhawks have made it to the Stanley Cup Finals for the Western Conference. And it also happens to be the Chicago Blackhawks' turn to win. See, it was the Kings, then it was the Blackhawks, and last year the Kings again, and so this year it's the Blackhawks. Logically speaking, they should win simply because it's their turn. And I think the only fair thing to do is for Tampa Bay to just let them win. I think that's the only fair thing they can do. Does anybody else see any other fair ways for that? I don't care about the Tampa Bay fans. I only care that we stick to tradition. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you on Friday.